What have you come up with?
Well, I've got a lovely, it's like a soup basically. It's a butter bean Tuscan.
A Tuscan, a butter bean Tuscan
style, I was going to say, yeah. It's perfect for the springtime. Okay. I'm going to show you now, yeah?
Shall I? Yes, do pop
you
on.
look I am correctly, yeah. Now, what you need is an hot pan. It's very simple. You got those lovely beans. Now, I've kept them with the juice and the water. Yeah. What I want is to introduce some butter and some olive oil.
Do you use butter beans in your cooking home?
Yeah, a little bit sometimes. What I want to do now is okay. Everything's under control.
Like it? You sure?
Now I'm going to put the oil. Okay. I'm going to put some oil.
Sorry, I can see you.
Over here, like this. And the most important thing is to make sure you see the garlic is actually the garlic is actually no, it's fine. I'm under control.
You sure? Okay, fine.
Now the garlic has been infused with the oil, and it's very important that we got a lot of it. I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to introduce some balsamic, and the balsamic is going to give that little punch. Can you see that?
Now, if the beans had been drained, they wouldn't have flared up like that, would they?
Yeah, but you smell that now. The garlic, the balsamic, reduced down, there's a bit of sweetness. Now, what I want to introduce is some olives.
Yeah.
Like peach-olive, for example. Some bay leaves. Bay leaves will be perfect. Okay, just like that. Now, it might look a little bit too cooked, but believe me, what we're doing now is to bringing the juice from the butter beans, like this. Now, we end up like some kind of a soup. I'm going to reduce the gas to make sure I don't overload. Now, you can see clearly this is developing an enormous amount of flavors. Then, what I want is to introduce some tomato, which has been obviously seedless and without any skins.
Good afternoon.
With a little bit of olive oil. Then finally, I'm going to chop some fresh herbs, some parsley, just in a big chunk, of course. And this is going to bring a lot of. Look at that, it's perfect. Now I'm going to show you a final tip. So
final tip. How about some salt and pepper?
The pepper is coming just under, and I'm going to grate some Parmesan cheese just now, very quickly. And the cheese is going to start melting with the beans, and the juice is perfect.
Little pepper, yes.
A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. And finally, just before that, we're going to serve it with some lovely toasted bread. Baguettes, whatever. And that's it.
Okay,
no more from that.
Serve it up.
This is absolutely a delight. And don't forget that the balsamic has to be just enough. No,
not too much.
Yeah, that's right. Look at that, beautiful.
And toast?
Yeah, we're going to have some toast on the side, and that's perfect.
There we have perfect Tuscan beans there. From JC. Now,
there we are.
What about you, young lady? Come over here.
I can't promise flames, I'm afraid.
I shall move some of this mess for you. You've got a couple of minutes, Joe, to do that.
Okay. Well, I will allow you to keep your eyebrows this time round.
Excuse me. You may go now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take over.
Okay. Here we go.
Right.
Butter beans. I love butter beans.
What do you call this dish?
I'm doing something really quite straightforward, but it's a butter bean dip, or you could use it as a pâté as well.
A butter bean dip or a pâté?
Pâté, and it's sort of take on a sort of hummus.
Hummus?
Hummus or a hummus. Let me turn that way around so I can see what I'm doing with the machine. There we go. I've got butter beans, some lemon juice I'm using, some sesame oil, parsley. I'm doing it spicy. How spicy do you like your food?
Oh, I love it.
A little good. I'll go full on with the spice then, just try and get some brownie points. And some garlic. And then I've just got some water or the liquid from the butter beans if you've kept it, in case you need it to go into here.
And you mentioned hummus, of course, which would be made with chickpeas normally,
Chickpeas normally, and tahini, which is sesame paste. But I've just got a bit of sesame oil in there. And you just put everything into a blender.
Looks very easy.
It's very easy. Yeah. I like things that are nice and straightforward and simple.
Absolutely.
But it's a simple ingredient, isn't it, really, butter beans? It's nice to just keep it straightforward and not introduce it to too many flavours.
Okay, a bit of garlic there.
Bit of garlic.
I don't know what Brian's doing, but he's making me laugh. I'm just a bit worried.
The only thing I'm just learning about...
with the parsley, do you want to just put some salt and pepper in there for me?
I would, of course.
Thank you.
Little pepper, nice bit of pepper.
Yep.
And a little wedge.
And these were butter beans that weren't in salted water, they were just in normal water, so you do need to add
spring water.
Yes.
Okay.
And then blend it. If it starts to go a little dry, you can either add olive oil or some of the juice. But I'm going to use some of this actually because I think I want to keep it healthy.
Okay. I've got olive oil if you need it.
That's fine. No, actually I'm going to go with that.
That was water going in, yes?
That was water just going in there. Just to bind it together, really.
Okay.
There we go. And then you have a nice paste or dip, and we've got some little crudité.
those were sort of very quick and easy to produce all those then, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very. But you got it didn't take that long.
Perfectly cut.
Beautifully cut. Also some tortilla. You know the tortilla flour tortilla bread. I like to cut those up into little wedges and just bake them in the oven briefly, and they're like little tortilla crisps, but lower in fat. And there you have. Just put a sprinkle of this on top, actually, just because it looks
a little bit of
pretty.
chilli on the top. Pretty, and blows your head off.
Yep.
I hope you know what you're doing, Joe. There you go. Joe's butterbean sort of pate or dip. Now, Mr. T, tell us what you're doing.
Well, mine's quite simple. I'm just doing butter beans with garlic into a baked jacket potato, because I was trying to think what goes the opposite to burnt butter beans and the opposite to humorous butter beans over here. So I thought, yeah, just put. So all you do is it's a wonderful unsalted butter, plenty of garlic, or not as you decide. It's really up to you. Just swirl it round in there. So you just smell. It already smells like a great dish, does this? Then we just put the beans in there. No water at all, because that doesn't work. And then you just give them a quick flick over. It's really just about finished. A bit of salt, a bit of pepper.
No herbs or anything?
Well, we might get round to that. So what we've done, we've got a nice little jacket potato here. We'll just cut that there, and then just take the bit out of the centre here. Mr. Novelli is gobsmacked at how easy this is, how nothing has been burnt, and how we haven't nearly brought the house down. And all we just get that little chocolate, because it's really good for the kids, so you get that carbohydrate back in there. Wonderful. Give it a quick round. And then just, I think the trick here, of course, unlike my two colleagues here, we need to taste to make sure we got the balance right. So let's just have a quick.
You're so right, actually. Does
it need any parsley?
Excuse me. That's the taste. Now the colour. Colour goes in there. Just give it a quick round. This is a very traditional old British dish. Okay, so that goes in there.
Just the butter.
Right,
just a little knob.
Okay, fine.
Beans with his butter.
And then we'll just put that.
You got about 25 seconds.
As long as that. And we'll just put that in there. And it's pretending, you can tell the children, look, I'm serving you, it's different to an ice cream cone, is this. How much do you want? As much or as little as suits your appetite. That sits on there. That goes on top. So we just, look, we just got
5 seconds.
That extra.
There
Voila.
we go. And
there you have it.
Butterbean potato. Okay, let's have a spoon. It's got garlic and I can't eat that. Now let's have a fork then.
You can't do it. Got a little garlic in there, chef.
Okay.
Caramelised in this one.
This is the Tuscan stew. It's got the olives, the tomatoes, the balsamic vinegar.
Burnt garlic.
I can tell the smoky garlic. Okay.
Did you pay him over?
And now Joe's butterbean pate.
Or dip.
A little sesame oil, little garlic, parsley,
lemon juice, and the chilli.
Salt and pepper. And Brian Turner's
delicious butter beans stuffed potato. I mean, the smell already says, the colours.